Gary Klugiewicz from Corrections 1. This next tip is for supervisors. Now we have some formal supervisors who are of different ranks. We have corporals and sergeants. We have lieutenants, captains. We have inspectors. We have security directors. We have all kinds of formal ranks, and we have informal supervisors. You're the senior officer on shift tonight. You are the trainer in charge of a training. Although you're the same rank as they are, you're still a supervisor. And this tactile tip is for you, and it is a tactile tip. I have just recently had the privilege of training the Wisconsin Department of Corrections. We have 26 other agency trainers. We spent 18 days together, doing verbal skills, physical skills, instructor skills. And I was amazed at one thing that almost everyone said they got out of it, and it's a quote that we got from Larry Nadeau. He's with the RAD systems. He's a very well-known nationally as a defensive tactics instructor. But Larry Nadeau said an instructor or a supervisor, however you want to say it, has 4 different responsibilities. He has a responsibility to mentor, to model, to nurture, and empower. And I want to look at all 4 of those. Our jobs as supervisors is very simply to mentor our people. Now, mentor is not a real popular word anymore, but it's a very important one. We've all come up through the ranks, the people who've been here for 20 years, with senior officers who've mentored us. Unfortunately now, many of our mentors are gone, so very much that supervisor, that instructor becomes the mentor, and they'll remember you the rest of their careers. They will look back to you. Coach Bob Lindsay likes to say a mentor is the person that you hear in your head when bad things are happening because they're telling you what to do. They're sitting on your shoulder. That's what your mentors do. And you have to mentor your people. At the point of impact, we're right now, but for ongoing throughout time. You are going to be able to talk to them. They're going to come and look at you for inspiration, for help, and for encouragement. So that happens. So you have to mentor. You have to model proper behavior. Because the best way you can destroy your institution is not to practice what you preach. You need to walk the walk, you need to talk the talk. And if you don't do that, they're not going to get that from you. They're going to talk the way you talk. You have to model proper behavior. I always remember in martial arts, this is years ago, Masayama, which was the greatest Japanese karate instructor, came to my school. And I was doing techniques with all my students, and he was watching me, and he kept laughing as he walked by me. And I finally asked his daughter, why was he laughing at? He said he was laughing at you because he said they must all be your students because they're doing the same thing wrong that you're doing. If you don't model proper behavior, that's what's going to happen. You want to model proper behavior so you do the right things. So you talk right, you act right, you follow policy and procedures, so you in fact do model proper behavior. So you're mental and model. You also have to nurture. Now that's really not a very big law enforcement or correctional term that's popular. You have to nurture them. They're going to come back to you again and again as damaged goods. The system's going to be chewing them up. Other supervisors, other instructors are going to chew them up. The job's going to chew them up. The inmate's going to chew them up. They have to have somewhere they can come for, and you're going to make it better. You're going to listen to them, give them some suggestions. You have to nurture them. You have to make them better. And finally, you have to empower them. By you being the proper trainer, by the proper supervisor, you can empower them. So even when you're not there, they can do the right thing. That's so important for you as a supervisor. You need to do all 4. You need to mentor, model, nurture, and empower. And if you do that, you will be the kind of supervisor that you would want to have if you were a subordinate to someone. And what they need it badly, they need it more now than ever before. So think about that when you go back to your shifts. Be a great supervisor. Do the right things, and everybody will be better off for it.